We've seen The Big Short, the movie with Steve Carell in it by now, and Ryan Gosling as well. And some of us may have even read the book as well. And there were scenes of strippers somehow owning 5 homes in Florida, and they can't afford it, so they just put the keys in and drive away, and that's it. The debt doesn't really chase them, whereas in Australia it's a little bit different. But what happens when people in Australia are struggling to repay their home loan, and they've gone through the sort of, maybe they're past due, 90 days due, they're technically in default? What happens there if they just can't be bothered anymore and they just want to give the home back to the lender? What's the process there?
Well, a lot of the lawyers that I spoke to, it was the first time they'd sort of considered the process of surrendering your home. So, basically, a lot of them said to me that banks are not really that interested in repossessing homes. And there's a lot of evidence that suggests that it's bad for their reputation to be seen to do that. And we should really point out, this is a bit of a last resort thing. There's a lot of hardship provisions that lenders can make to borrowers before you get to this stage. Generally, though, they're temporary and they're designed to get you through a rough patch. And, most of the people I spoke to suggested that it was a much better idea for borrowers themselves to sell their homes. As we know, banks, they don't like having those sort of encumbrances on their books and can be quite keen to just sort of offload them as soon as possible. And that means you may not get the best price that you're after should you do it that way. So I think the main message is, if you feel that your temporary hardship measure is not going to, be a long-term solution, option number one is to sell your home yourself. But there's a lot of reasons that people may not choose to do that. And, you should speak to your lender if you just want to sort of subvert the process of them having to formally repossess it.